Welcome. If you're new here, welcome back. If you're not, it is Debbie, aka Minnie, and this Minnie Soaps and Homestead. And I thought I would do a quick video. If you're not from Nova Scotia or even Canada, you might not know, we've been in a severe drought condition for pretty much the entire month of August. And yesterday we got some rain, so I thought I would do a quick update and have a look around and see how the conditions are looking. So let's have a look. Before the rain, out of curiosity, Chris dug some exploratory holes here in the bottom of our pond, and as you can see, it is down. It's about 8-9 feet deep, and so he dug down about 2 or 3 feet there to see if there was any water close to the bottom of the pond, and no water. There was no water, and he dug down as far as he could because there is bedrock right there. So what we learned, I guess, in the process of that is that the water that comes into this pond is fed by a swampy area over there. And so eventually we're going to dig this down to the bedrock and hopefully be able to maintain a water level in this pond in the future, because we use this for watering our gardens as part of our water conservation, I guess you could say, or learning to cope with dry summers in the future. Some plants have really, these just opened up yesterday during the rain. Some plants have enjoyed what little rain we got. This moss here in my path was totally dry, and it's come back. Everything looks pretty good, pretty green. Walk up. So yeah, I mean, as far as the pond goes, it's still not holding, it didn't hold any of that water that came down yesterday. All of our rain barrels are full, but that's not enough to get us through a month of dry weather. An estimate is usually, I mean, if we go by this year going forward, worst case scenario is an entire month of no rain. Now, these beds here are sort of a hugel culture bed. So underneath here is sticks and branches, and every year, of course, this plant material is laid and then a new layer of dirt on top. So this coped pretty well with the dry conditions, and this is a new bed over here that we just filled this year, and it hasn't coped quite as well. And I say that everything looks great, except that the soil in this dried completely out. So when I dug down, it dried completely. So hopefully as I go along, we're going to get better moisture retention from that. I'm just trying not to show you my license plate. So our gardens, I was concerned at the beginning of the season that they were hydrophobic, but I followed the advice of some of my gardening peers and kept a consistent watering technique So they recommend consistently watering the soil to help it retain water, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, or you feel like it's not going to work, but it actually does work. So you consistently water and give a good soaking, and that seems to be doing well on both beds. But they did not retain a lot of moisture, and I don't know what you could do in a month-long drought to retain that moisture. But yeah, that is our quick update after the rain. I thought maybe you guys would like to hear what I have observed as far as water management. Now, I did learn, asking our local fire department whether or not they would fill our water totes in the season when it's not busy, and they do. So I think next year we will be able to get both of our water totes full, and that will be a great help. This year we had one full, and there's a possibility of maybe another refill if we should need it before the season gets too busy for the fire department, who fills people's wells, and it does cost $50. But I think being able to water our animals from those water totes is going to be a valuable thing, and it's going to take a lot of pressure off of us for lugging water, because we have to bring water, clean drinking water from our home well up here to water our animals otherwise. And so that's a possibility. Of course, we were hoping to be digging a well or a cistern this year, but because of the extremely dry conditions, you don't want to be digging into the ground and causing a spark. The last thing I would ever want to do is cause a fire up here. I have no way of getting my animals to safety if there is a fire here. So we're not going to be doing that. So yeah, that's kind of what I have observed, what we have observed, and I guess, somewhat of a plan going forward. I've just come up here to assess things after the rain last night and today, and to see what impact it made. So, of course, I keep a journal, and in my journal, I'm going to make notes based off of this video and based off of my observations. So that is a quick update, and I hope it's helpful to you guys. If you have questions or you want to discuss, I welcome the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing, so we can all compare notes here in Nova Scotia. Yeah, there's our 2 water totes, one of which will be moving over to the pig pen to be able to water them directly from a water tote, and then taking this barrel here and keeping it as a watering source for birds. Maybe even rigging it so that they can drink directly from it. I'm not sure how that will work, but we're going to surely try to figure it out. So yeah, that's my observation, and that's about it. Like I say, if you have comments or advice, I'd love to hear it in the comment section. And if you like this content, please like and share it. And we'll all start this conversation. I think it's something that we really need to start to have, especially here in Nova Scotia. Conditions are going to be the same next summer, so let's have a conversation about it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.